Getting ready to blend my tea, and I figured I would just bring you along with me as I make it, and I'll tell you a little bit about each of the ingredients as we make them. So I'm gonna put on gloves because I do plan on sharing this with family members and friends, and so you want to be safe and make sure everything is covered. So we're going to start with hibiscus. Hibiscus lowers blood pressure. It improves heart health. It's immune boosting. It also is a digestive aid. I'm over here looking at my notes, so if you see me looking over there. So anyway, we're going to do 2 parts of that. Now, a part is anything that you want it to be. Some people get real technical and they will measure and they will weigh. Because this is for me for the most part, I'm going to just go by my version of a part. So for this, we're going to use 2 big spoons as our part. So this is 2 tablespoons of this is hibiscus. Say rosemary. And then we're going to put in some calendula. Calendula is anti-inflammatory, and if you know me, you know that I have an autoimmune disease. Well, actually, I have 2, and so having something that will help to reduce inflammation is something I'm always looking for. So we're definitely going to put some calendula in it, and so we again have 3 different spoons because I don't want to cross-contaminate. That's the spoon we used for that, and so we're going to do 1 part of the calendula. I'm gonna grab. Calendula is very flaky. If you get more than 1, a little bit extra in there, that's fine. Okay. Then we are going. So let me tell you a little bit more about calendula. Calendula also stimulates the lymphatic system, so it also helps with digestion. So it helps with any gastrointestinal problems that you may have. So we're going to be doing a deep dive into each one of these herbs in later videos, but I wanted to just give you a brief snapshot of them. So then next we're going to do holy basil. This is also called tulsi. And so holy basil is very good. This is an adaptogen. So an adaptogen is an herb that will adapt to what you need. And so this also restores vitality and vigor, and it helps to maintain balance. So that's why we're adding that in here. And so for that, we're going to do 2 parts. Y'all, should you see that? But we're doing real life here and things happen. Okay. And then I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of my original recipe that I created. Does not include peppermint, but peppermint is good, also good for digestion. It's anti-spasmodic, meaning that it helps to relax the muscles. So if we're trying to, do anti-inflammatory, relaxing muscles in our gut, peppermint is the way to go. So we're going to add some peppermint. And so we are going to do a 1/2 part of peppermint. We don't want it, that's probably more than I want. So we're just going to go with that. I want the peppermint to conflict with the hibiscus. So this first I'm adding this to it, but we're going to see how it goes. The last few things that I'm going to be putting in, I'm going to put in some cinnamon, but right now I want to show you that. What's up with these spoons? Anyway, I had made ginger shots, and I was like, I don't want to just waste the pulp that was left over, so I dehydrated it, and so we're going to add a little bit of that because it helps. I don't know, it's the same thing like the ginger shots, I guess. We're going to add that in there. We're going to break that up, so that's like a 1/2 part. Okay, and then we're going to add dehydrate. I was eating an orange and I decided, you know what, let me dehydrate the peel. So I'm on this thing right now where I am dehydrating everything. I'm out there foraging, getting stuff. Y'all, everything we need is out there. So I was like, I'm going to do something with these orange peels. So I dehydrated them, and I'm going to add some of that in here. And orange peel it definitely has beneficial. It's definitely an immune booster because of the vitamin C. So as long as you are using organic oranges that you have cleaned, because even though they're organic, you still want to clean them, you should be good to go there. So we're just going to put a little bit of that in there. And then we are going to add a little cinnamon. And cinnamon is a warming herb that stimulates vitality and boosts vitality and improves circulation. It also aids in digestion. So are you catching a theme here? We are doing anti-inflammatory, working on our digestive system, and we are making sure that this tea, and you can drink this tea hot or cold. I actually have some cold one in my refrigerator, so this is what I'm going to be making this one for the hot one. But my goal today was really just to show you the blend and to tell you a little bit about the benefits of the tea blend. But anyway, we're going to put a little bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon, like I said, aids in digestion, but it's antiviral, antifungal. Well, it has antiviral, antifungal properties. And it starts to build up your immune system. It's also good to ease pain, which I didn't know. And this one thing about learning is that you start to learn things about things. You learn things about things that you didn't even know. I was just doing cinnamon because it smells good and tastes good, right? But it has so many benefits to it. So, and a lot of the things that I'm learning is that outside we look at for instance, dandelion. We look at dandelions and we're like, that's just a weed. But it is very medicinal. So anyway, enough of me chatting. We're going to put in a little bit of cinnamon. And that's our blend. And I'm going to mix it all up. So let's move these out of the way. And so I'm just going to start mixing this up. And it's going to look so pretty. Look how pretty that looks. I mean, for a tea, I had sent a picture of it to somebody and they were like, it looks just so pretty, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and crumble this up. But look at that. It smells so good. The orange, all the herbs blending together, it really does smell good. But that's pretty much it. We'll mix this up, and I'm now going to add it to my bowl. And hopefully, y'all, I do not make a mess, because I've been known to make a mess or two jarring this up. So, look at me. So let me know which herb you would be interested in finding out about or more about. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a deep dive on each one of the herbs that we talked about today. But what would you like to see? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and find my top for this. Brew me up a cup. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to know more, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Turn on the bell for notifications so that you know each time I upload a new video. All right, until next time, have a wonderful day and stay healthy.